You can't be that.
Playing. Our opponent today is Kendrick Swish.
Kendrick Swish will be joining us
Swish, yes.
on the enemy side. And we're going to be playing. We got real people down there.
Yeah.
4 people on our team, 4 people on their team.
I don't think I can take the camera and do that. Hey, Scoops. Hey, Iron. Hey, Danny.
Morning to y'all.
Oh, I can't promise. This is a PG stream, but I can promise it's live from BlizzCon stream.
We're going to be fighting real people today. We're gonna swiftly.
Hey, Mr. Marquette, welcome.
With my OR powers, gonna try to steal an Orphea. We got Kendrick Swish right over here, who's streaming on his channel.
Do you think we can turn the camera?
I mean, maybe. I mean, it's not locked down, but.
Hey, Soph.
I don't know. What are you doing here, Soph? You're somewhere in here anyway.
So there are also people sometimes in front of us. So if they make signs, I'm definitely going to be making signs back at them.
Wrong with
so
that.
if it gets weird, it's already weird.
It's
already strange.
That's you.
So you did this before yesterday. How does it go? We just play other people?
Yeah. So we got 4 people waiting down there.
Crusader, welcome.
We get loaded in. Then we play a game.
We got to buckle up first, though, because this is a bumpy ride. They got, like, motion seats here, too.
It's BlizzCon matchmaking. So it's going to be, yesterday I saw some things. Saw some salt from the floor live as people sat next to each other and salted one another.
Yeah, in chat too. We got salted in our game. It was pretty hilarious. And they were casual about it. They were laughing.
Yeah, the authentic heroes experience.
My poor little brother was sitting next to somebody on the enemy team, and they were losing so bad that the guy just took off his headphones early after GG, turned his screen so my brother couldn't see it.
Oh, no.
It was
That's really cute, though, that he still felt the need to hide it.
Well, you don't want any sniping.
Yeah, that's. Well, you actually are opposite in the computers. You can't look over to the side and see them. All right, we're getting loaded in. They're loaded in. We're waiting for, and here we go.
And
all right.
Soph, thank you so much for the sub. 17 months. There we go.
Whoever was playing last was ready to go.
Thank you so much for the sub. 3 months in a row.
We got some soap.
Iron, BlizzCon matchmaking, unannounced hot shit. There we go. Then the announcements have been amazing. And Barry, it's great to meet you.
Oh, hey.
Hagen from the right. There we go.
Awesome, man.
And Rackham, hello.
Yep, we got the cloak and announcer.
It's really funny because I feel like he's going to teach me stuff and not actually announce what's going on in the game. It was such a calming voice, I didn't even recognize what was going on.
Well, I mean, it's fabulously casual, right?
Let the battle begin. And I don't know what to say. Complete respect.
Complete respect. He's the least salty announcer ever.
How can you not have complete respect?
And Danny, thank you so much for the prime. 5 months in a row.
We got our Leework soap. All our various soap
bars.
Yes!
Okay, so what are the symbols on the soap?
Well, this is
clearly it's different types of soap.
Prime soap, so I assume Diablo's on it.
Okay.
We got Squeaky soap, which I'm not sure what's actually on the Squeaky soap. We got Ravenlord soap.
There we go.
She's from, in this skin, Raven Crest High School.
Oh.
Yeah, Raven Crest High School.
There we go.
She's got her locker and her big old pet.
Would you dye your hair like that?
Wait, do you mean Wait, she's not dying. This is normal hair.
Well, no, there's pink at the bottom.
But
you don't naturally get pink at the bottom.
I didn't want to go to high school.
Yes, you did.
All right, well, we're going to high school.
Don't believe Kyle's lies. He loves high school.
I've been impressed so far. This is a really good-looking team. We got, enemy Johanna. We got Orphea over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we know who the Orphea is.
I'm Kevin from the Heroes Dev Team, and I'm here to announce your game.
See?
Kevin's announcing? Yeah, no, totally.
He's going to announce the game.
Totally.
It's got a nice kind of, matter-of-fact quality. They did a great job with it. So, I've got many abilities on her, and kind of like Jaina, they all do damage. So it's not like Kel'Thuzad where things are more light in damage in certain areas.
Yeah.
It's not like Kael'thas where your CC, you don't really have any. You have mobility instead.
Well, that stun, if you land it, is pretty darn good CC when it comes to comboing with your other abilities.
That's true, like a heroic. So kind of like Gul'dan in that way, you got to wait till 10 until you get your ability. You have some self-heal on you. Right now, I've been going, would it be endpoint? You wouldn't say the E, right?
What? On point.
On point.
French, so you would, yeah. Generally the first letter you pronounce in French. It's the end that you kind of cut off the last half of it.
I mean, you have a ridiculous range on this red E that shoots out. It's a lot like a Phoenix that does burst damage in one shot.
Totally.
And if you hit these sort of things.
And I just gotta say, her Q and move it feels so good. It feels so right.
Let's go ahead. Actually, we have the self-sustain. Greymane's heading down there right now.
It's like a team fight here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we could actually take that bottom lane as her because she's pretty good at it.
Yeah, she does quite a bit of damage. Now, the one thing that's going to take a lot of getting used to is her range with the Q and her E range. Whenever you get a chance, could you hover over the E to show the range on that thing? It's huge.
It's kind of like Chromie's eyes.
But W is really, really close. So it's going to be very, very interesting to get used to. But I would assume if they get that close, that's when you pop your W, because I didn't find that I was using it a lot yesterday.
There are some options for the W to make it more utility and give it a heal or give it a pushback with you.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is this movement, and I'm on quick cast here, so my Q...
Now, the movement doesn't trigger, and the cooldown of the Q doesn't trigger unless you hit a hero.
Right.
So that's why sometimes you'll see her shift, and other... So there you go.
So what...
Hero was hit. The shift happens.
So what's happening there is I'm doing damage in a line, and I get mana back, and I go from a 7-second cooldown to a 2-second cooldown if I hit. So kind of like Leoric in that way. I have great lane clear if I can keep slamming the same person over and over in that area. And if they stand still, you get to really kind of just go for it.
Oh, yeah. Well, and I'm not going to lie, she's pretty overtuned right now.
Yeah,
she does a lot of damage, and I don't think she's going to keep that damage after release happens.
No, but she's also a mage, and I mean, when you're looking at why her abilities look the way they do, it's really unique outside the ice and fire, and you know, they had to add all those chains to Kel'Thuzad
well, clearly she worships dark gods. I don't know what she was worshiping. What, Yogg-Saron is what you were saying?
Yeah, I kind of like to think of her as a priestess of Yogg-Saron with this sort of hover business going on. Okay,
cool. That's a good question. And hey, Evil, welcome. Can you explain how you're moving her with Q, with the button presses?
Yeah, so if you're on quick cast, whatever direction your mouse is facing, once you land the hit is where you will shift. If you're not on quick cast, you get to click move, and that'll be your adjustment. So you can see there I threw my mouse backwards after the hit.
Yeah, because you have a few seconds wind up before it goes. So during that wind up is when you'll want to position, right? Because you always want to assume you're going to hit, so that when you move correctly instead of going, oh, shit, I didn't realize I was going to move. Oh, nice. Get her. Can you stun Johanna?
We don't have a stun, but we are able to kind of hit her, keep on her, keep clicking that.
Oh, but the E's a root, right?
No, there's no root on there.
Wait, go back to it.
So you got to slow enemies in the area.
Oh, it's a slow.
Yeah. If you feel free to, while I move lanes here, actually, we'll take a little break. I'm going to go this cooldown reduction so I can have only 1 second on my shift.
Yeah.
Because that allows me to get a lot more aggressive.
Oh, totally.
But yeah, let's go ahead and let's get some health here. And if you want to read through the main ability as fast as you can.
Okay, so first is Shadow Waltz. Shadow Waltz. Shadow Waltz. Mana 25, cooldown 7, 5.5 seconds deal damage to enemies in a line. If you hit it, it sets cooldown to 2 seconds, refunds mana, all of the mana, and causes Orphea to dash a short distance upon moving.
So I'm actually going to do this quest here, Ravenous Hunger, that gives my Chomp, which is my W, a heal.
Which is going to give you a lot more sustainability in the game itself. Because her health pool isn't large, but it's not depressingly low either.
Well, it also gives me...
You have 16 gems, so be careful here.
It gives me a reason to actually get in with the Chomp.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty scary to do. Go ahead and read Chomp while I turn in here.
All right, Chomp, 0.625 seconds deal lots of damage to nearby enemies in front of Orphea.
So it's really simple. It's a AoE. It even kind of looks like Greymane there. And it's decent lane clear. You're going to use it kind of like Cone of Cold, but it's got that extra utility. So here we grabbed up a quest that is going to allow me to get some health back as I work on it. So enemies that die within 1.5 seconds of being chomped permanently increase its damage and heal Orphea. And the lane clear is great, but like Leoric, if you're using that Shadow Waltz as lane clear, you are going to hit a bit of a wall because you got to wait on that cooldown now.
Well,
but
she's not a lane clear; she's a hero killer.
Yeah, but if I have a lane with me and I can keep kind of hitting the same guy over and over again, it's going to go pretty well.
Yeah,
we'll do a lot
because
more
if you
damage.
keep hitting, you're not going to lose any mana. It refunds everything you spend, so you can spam the heck out of that thing.
Yeah. Go ahead and we'll do another fight and then we'll hit the E.
Cool. And are we heading to deep dive? No, we will be right here.
But definitely let us know if something awesome happens over there that we should be discussing. Cool, we got turned in. Let's go ahead and hit the well, and while we regenerate,
all right,
we'll do E.
Dread, release a wave of Dread that deals damage to enemies hit. Dread erupts after reaching the end of its path, dealing damage and slowing enemies for 2 seconds.
So definitely one of your big abilities, and kind of like Blizzard, your CC ult, you'll want to be holding on to this Dread in order to follow that up. Now you can see these little orbs on my character as I hit abilities.
That's your trait.
Right, and we'll go over that in a moment. But it's empowering my auto attack. So each time I hit one of these abilities, I'm getting a little bit more auto attack damage, and then I'm going to heal off that damage. And the great thing about Dread is like Phoenix, the snake, the flying animation does a hit that gives me my chaos. But also the explosion at the end hits and gives me the chaos. So I can actually get 2 stacks out of my E. Here, while we're on the wall here, and we got an enemy dead, let's go ahead and do the trait.
Right, hitting an enemy hero with a basic ability grants 1 chaos. Chaos can stack up to 3 times the orbs under her health and mana. While Orphea has chaos, her basic attacks against heroes consumes all chaos, dealing 50% increased damage per stack and healing for 100% of the damage dealt. So she's going to want to dance. She's going to want a very fun rotation.
So let's go ahead and we're going to grab Crushing Jaws. So this would be like your Gul'dan. Right now we're going to favor doing a CC ult.
Well, Crushing Jaws is so much fun. After seconds, pull enemies in an area toward the center, dealing damage and stunning them. That's the stun.
Right.
That's what I took yesterday.
And that's what we're going to want to follow up with our E here. So we put that in the middle so it hits, and then we sort of slam all that in one big go.
Yeah.
And get it out. We got a pretty darn good cast there.
Oh, there we go.
I have a talent that's reducing my cooldowns a bit on my Q,
yeah,
which is allowing me to shift even sooner. And then at level 20, I can take another augment to that and go even faster.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to hit these guys. There's gonna be options like Zool on your team that you're really gonna want to follow up repeatedly.
Oh, nice. Johanna going in for the grab.
And you can see the range on that guy.
Yeah,
it's just huge.
Amazing.
Yeah.
One of the devs just tweeted that with the rank changes, they're still going to keep 2 separate leaderboards, one for solo only.
Okay. I love...
Yeah, right, because that's the question that's coming up. Since MMR is going to be public knowledge now, which MMR are they taking?
Right, which one is...
I would imagine your solo is what they'd go with first.
Maybe,
but
right?
Then again, I guess someone who's spent a lot of time with team and has that up, maybe they'll average the 2 or they'll favor your highest one.
You actually can see Greymane, and we got some armor here kind of bouncing around.
The armor changes.
Right.
So just 3 types of armor now, and it's very apparent. Also, if you take a keep or a fort, if you take a fort, catapults start spawning every 3rd wave of minions.
Yeah, and it's a really good
I thought it was
change.
crazy yesterday. I was like, what the heck is the catapult doing in my lane? But here we go.
So we have, so we're going to take out this building. We should have the health for it.
Yeah.
And as it dies, you'll see the words. It's a big set of words flying up out of it. So periodic catapults. And that is the every 3rd wave a catapult's going to spawn. We got 0 XP for destroying that. So in another situation, we would have had that snowball continue. We're 2 levels up right now. Maybe we went to 4 even off of something like that. It could have been really crazy.
Now, would you say Sylvanas Possession's going to be coming back in town?
We did try that yesterday because
Possession's back in town.
There's a good chance that there is going to be a fort over the course of a game, right? And so why not give, Possession a go? And it could be really cute like that. And there's really good options. I really like it because catapults are reward enough.
Yeah.
We don't need more than that.
Yeah, and they're really going to reward you for Merc taking. But it's that double-edged sword because whoever kills the Mercs also gets that XP. It'll be delayed, of course, because it'll take them time to kill. You got it first, right? So hopefully you get the advantage with that XP boost before they even that out.
So right now, my build is really focused on Shadow Waltz. I want to do more movement. I want to do more damage with the whip at the end of it. I want to engage in, get a chomp off, and get those stacks. What I just grabbed was...
You think we're going to get a Mario skin?
For who?
Can we get Chain Chomp as her?
Oh, that's a cute idea. Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to do it, but...
I mean, I'm hoping for like a Priestess of Yogg-Saron kind of skin.
That'd be cool.
I mean, she's... When you think about... It's such a dramatic look on her abilities, but our mages, we got to vary it. We've done the Shadow Mage, we've done the Purple Mage, we've got the Fire Mages, we've got 2 Ice Mages. It's a really great way for them to encourage a different look. And they're really dramatic ults, particularly the one we didn't pick, that's the consistent damage
on the enemy
side.
So good. And you're right, Sylvanas and Stitches. So
let's go ahead and do that combo again.
A Forsaken event. A Forsaken event for Christmas.
They
Merry Undeadness?
Yeah, was it Rise of the Nexus is when a lot of these updates are going to roll in.
Are we going to bomb Lordaeron again? Are they going to give us a Lordaeron map and we just get to tank it?
I wouldn't mind.
Never give it to the blue team, even if you lose? No, I guess you're always the blue team.
Right, there's always going to be a red and a blue.
Yeah,
but,
oh man.
You know, that'd be cool. I'd be down for it. Let's go ahead and pick up, we're going to do some more Bond of Anguish. This is a Giant Killer and Lifesteal for my Shadow Waltz. So we're restricting them pretty darn well. Rhaegar wants to take this camp. I like that idea.
It's good, might as well,
yeah.
Right?
And we'll hold on to that.
You do have enough gems for a turn-in, so after you take this, fall back, turn in, boom.
Totally.
Spiders.
And so this big long cooldown on Dread.
Can you ping the turn-in?
Yeah, I'm going to head there right now.
Cool.
The big cooldown on Dread, 14 seconds. It's kind of like Blizzard. And this is kind of like your Ring of Frost. You wouldn't want to cast Ring of Frost without Blizzard to back it up.
Yeah.
So you kind of get in this, you can sometimes get in this weird rhythm where...
Oh, I think they need you.
I think we're gonna do great. We got a nice little line here.
Our
R is on a bit of a radial from us, but we can aim pretty easily.
Oh my goodness, look at that, yeah. Oh no, and then a butt bite. Oh no. 39, Greymane.
Yeah, well, that was a good roll. That was a good roll.
They do have Winter Veil skins. They do. Yeah, and they are going to, I guess, be shifting all of the specialists. Maybe not all of them, but I think a lot of them. And Sylvanas makes sense, right?
Right. Sylvanas is getting a rework to make her more, but they have categorized something like Murky as a melee assassin.
Because he slaps people with fish.
Or did they give him Bruiser? I don't remember.
He's not Bruiser.
Yeah.
Malthael is Bruiser.
Malthael's Bruiser. That's very interesting.
Bruiser. Do you think he'll get some sort of, maybe not health increase, but the percentage he sucks out from the enemy increases?
Or maybe he's already
His
got
suck
that.
Power
and thinking
is
of him.
Increased?
It's weird. We don't know if there's going to be stat changes with that recategorization right now. So, and I would say no. I think they're going to keep it exactly where it is.
Yeah.
I mean, Thrall was in there as a bruiser.
And the Stitches rework is unexpected because they did touch him up.
Right. I think when you look at Stitches, what they really want to fix is Slam. Slam is just
Well,
raw damage.
that's what they said in the panel.
This is based on me. So where I'm positioned is, and I can't change this radius. At least I may be on quick cast, and that may not be available.
There we go. Oh no, Lily, don't run into the towers.
She got a little lost.
Oh no.
We got a camp going in the bottom. You can see on the mini-map the catapults are rolling, and they're those big old circles.
They wicked.
My Chomp is giving me full stacks of the Chaos, which is causing a big auto attack after it. Yeah, I mean, I've really fallen for this particular build.
And look, you can see the catapults marked on the map. They're basically Dr. Manhattans moving their way. So when they switch the catapults to floating naked men, I'm not sure, but I think in the deep dive today, we're going to see an announcement that's just going to rock.
She's got kind of this like Tyrael sort of lock-on movement fly looking thing. I mean, Muradin just wants to go.
Oh, go. Why not?
I like it.
Constant catapults.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you should get that checked out by your doctor. If you find that constant catapults is for you, make sure it doesn't last more than the extent of the game.
All right, we got a big old collapse.
Yep, time to walk everybody in.
I'm kind of dancing right now because, like that Jaina sort of situation, I want my E to follow up my R if it was going to happen.
Yeah.
End up missing there to a sidestep.
Well, GG.
Yeah, GG. Well played down there.
Yes, but, you know.
Yeah.
Lucky Ducks.
They did good. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a really cool kit. Would you like to Orphea?
Of course I want to play some Orphea.
Yeah. We'll switch it up. Here. Do it that way. No, they didn't about Sylvanas, but
they want to keep it.
Yeah.
They want to keep it.
And like, I feel if I were to interpret the tone, the way they talked about the ability, it sounded like they wanted to make it a turn-onable ability. You know, like you hit one, and then for the next couple seconds, you might be able to turn off. They really like the idea that she can solo push, but they want her to be able to be more of an assassin. And I would even say with the amount they reference BFA, that I would expect something maybe even like mind control to become something maybe like her Banshee Wail.
Yeah.
Or maybe they work in her Banshee Wail and move away from Shadow Dagger.
Oh.
So instead you do one, you scream, and the little tendrils go out. But they really kind of push that they want to restrict your solo lane Sylvanas, but if you keep going during the team fight, you're doing everybody a disservice.
Yeah.
So we don't know what that's going to be and how, and they also talked about, you know, you got the catapult changes now. Possession might be really good. Will possession stick around? Is interesting.
Well, you'd think to stay true to Warcraft 3, you'd have to keep possession because that was huge. Like, you played Warcraft 3 and try out the remastered if you get the chance because that's beautiful.
But she also spawned skeletons. She was almost like an arrowy Zool. And I think you got to hit that lock-in before somebody else grabs it. So go ahead. Oh, you got to hit the ready.
Oh.
Otherwise, someone might be able to take it from under you.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, we're not exclusively.
Disallowed on the other computers.
Exactly.
I'll fight them. You throw me in that pit, coming after.
Now, I mean, the BlizzCon pick can be kind of wild, too, because I do feel bad for people who are big Warcraft 3 fans. Show up and they're like, Kel'Thuzad's in Heroes of the Storm? I've never played Heroes of the Storm. Let me play Kel'Thuzad.
Oh, and you're like, no, don't play
no, don't do it. He's really complicated. He's madness.
Ooh, these are cool banners.
Yeah, all the Halloween banners in there.
Ooh, Nexus. Oh, so all the teams.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, and there's the Vikings. Yes.
Look, I actually haven't gotten a chance. I'm going to hover us up a little bit here. Can we look at our level 20 talents?
Of course
we got 30 seconds, but...
All right, Monster Within. Eternal Feast grants 1 chaos each time it hits a hero. While it's active, Orphea's attack speed is increased by 50%.
That's good for spamming.
Pretty darn good. All right, Engulfing Oblivion. Crushing Jaws reduces the armor of heroes hit by 25 for 2 seconds. Takedown set its cooldown for 5 seconds. So I guess if you have a death ball with 2 tanks that you just can't get past, you munch on them.
Yeah.
You nibble their bums. Oh, here we go. Oh, we got ourselves a Hanzo, we got a Muradin, we got a Dahaka, and a Karazin.
Yeah, but we have...
Back to Tomb.
Well, we have a very... Like we're saying, it.
Oh, that was fast.
The solo lane potential of Orphea is very high because she has that regen and lane clear on her.
Yeah.
What she's perhaps missing is mobility. There's a lot of mobility when we're in a team fight. It's like the damage that Mephisto does is the mobility that Orphea does. And there's a lot of analogies. We can keep kind of trying to mix her and say like she's like Jaina, but she's got all these sort of unique traits. So outside of team fight, very little mobility.
Yeah.
Unless you're hitting enemy heroes, you're not going to be moving around much.
That's true.
So you're gankable, but you have that regen and lane clear to stay in a fight.
Is this stack? Is there a max stack for this?
Each hero hit by Wave of Dread increases the damage
by 25%
of its eruption.
Oh,
so what you want to do is that Kael'thas kind of phoenix, you shoot the slithers through the enemy, and then that final pop.
Yeah.
So that would be a great talent if like they had double front line. They're in your face, and then you're aiming kind of through. Got to quick cast it?
Oh,
yeah. Got a quick cast.
Gotta quick cast it.
We got Janitor Leoric there. He shoots a bucket for his ghost hand. Nice. Oh, body block. Sweet. Good move. That's a good hit.
Thank you. Or they had a good hit.
They were both good hits. No, you got that body block. I thought that was fly.
I got to get used to the range on that thing.
It's really short.
Yeah.
Yeah. And without maybe that heal on it in the later phase, level 7, I feel like I'm a little lost sometimes.
Yeah, right.
As to what I should be using the Crush for. But as we've been saying, the range on that E is just incredible.
Beautiful.
And here, like on Tomb of the Spider Queen, we have Muradin taking the solo lane. That's great. We can now troll around with the Haka and Kharazim, but we would not be bad down there in a lot of ways. Now your Chaos is not used if you attack a lane minion.
Correct.
So,
you have to hit heroes.
Right.
So she's very much designed to take heroes down.
And if you are doing that solo push and nobody's there, you'll clear it fast, but you will be exposed and you won't get that health back over the course of it.
Exactly. And even though she's pretty mobile, she's not, you know, the most mobile thing ever.
Right.
I think you're gonna lose pretty hard to things like Genjis and Tracers. And maybe not lose, but they're definitely not gonna be your creme de la creme choices. Well,
and like Leoric, it's that weird balancing act of nice hit, where if you are hitting enemy heroes, you will have better cooldowns and do more lane clear. If you're not fighting an opponent in lane, you're gonna be a little slower, but kind of like Jaina, you might spend your Blizzard and still get it down pretty fast.
So I mean, I really can't get over how much fun this kid is, especially if you like mobile heroes that deal a lot of damage, you know?
Well, and it's not free, you know? I feel like you are pretty powerful here on this build. That can be changed around. But you're not just dashing around like Genji. And
yeah, it's a controlled movement, which is really strong. So it's not twitchy. So if you've always wanted to try I can't even say the words because I'm working on this so hard.
Sure, well
so
done.
hard, everybody.
Yeah.
You've always wanted to try a mobile hero, but aren't really good with really twitchy things like Tracer and Genji. She's a very good middle ground.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, is you're not going to have to zoom. And because of that, because she's so flashy, you may not lose your character as much either if you have trouble with that with some of the faster guys.
Yeah.
All right, nice farm.
Yeah, so we got the turn-in.
So what'd you get on your talents there?
All right, what have I gotten on my talents here? Do this. I'm trying this one.
Dread slow stacks.
Stacks up to 50%.
Interesting.
And put stress on our enemy.
Yeah, and something that's very interesting about the builds here is we have those periodic catapults, but it's nice. We also have the armor changes that now work like stuns and slows.
Yeah.
So armor no longer stacks. You get the highest version of what you have.
You do, which is a great way to simplify it, but also keep it in the game.
Well, and the pros use a lot of armor stacking in order to survive their focus fire.
Totally. So
that's going to be a really big change as the way they draft. Us at home, I don't think it's that big of a deal. Looks like we have Hanzo doing a little armor reduction, so you can see those -2s on the enemy side. Physical, it would be like it's purple orb with like a little wand in it. If it would be that spell reduction.
Aw, jerk! Get back here. Nice stasis on the Dahaka. Oh. That we're wrecking the place?
So we got 2 quests on this one, or we can go for hero hits cooldown. It also does a little dash backwards, which again, so this is like our way to make Chomp utility, or we can just do Mind Devour, which is all about that dread, that big ol' E. And it's such a great shift.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's try. I'll try to hit heroes with it. No promises.
There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, ooh, nice. That's going to be a big a big explosion. Nice stickiness.
That's 2. Yes, it is.
Nice. I think you're freaking him out.
I think I'm freaking him out.
No,
it's so fucking good. Pardon me, I'm so good.
it's an assertive kind of play style. When you advance, you do your hit and then you advance.
They know you're coming for
yeah.
it.
I'm annoyed now.
So how did you like the reveal that she's the daughter of the Raven Lord?
I mean, you know, Ravenlord's got a daughter, you know.
Oh.
I'm annoyed now.
I think the animation, the style of what they did with that reveal trailer was more interesting than any lore it had with it to me.
Yeah.
Because
that combination of the drawn with the 3 dimensions was amazing.
Right, and this. Oh man, Lily's
some good range.
Lily's
Come on, Lily.
So we got a turn in that previous go, and naturally on Tomb of the Spider Queen here, we farmed a lot of towers, but tower XP has been dramatically decreased, and all the XP is gone from the forts and keeps themselves.
Yes.
So the reason we didn't kind of snowball up to 10 while they're still in that 8 sort of, and then 11 and so far like that, so we have a little bit of a window here, is all part of that new XP system they're doing in the new year. Nice hit. But yeah, I think with the success of things like Mechastorm, I think they know that we enjoy the anime quality of this content, and I think they really embrace that.
Oh, so you're talking about your little anime girl?
No, not even. Just like Mechastorm, where we had the Rhaegar doing his bloodlust and Mechaterial and the whole, and those anime feels that we get with the cartoons like we had with Kel'Thuzad reveal. It definitely had that while still showcasing, you know, the graphics, the character models.
Totally.
Stitches, no. He isn't finished yet, and that's going to become in, at least we haven't seen him change yet. Might be able to click around.
There's nothing yet.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed now.
There's supposedly, this is just hearsay, there's supposedly some like light changes to Uther, characters that are used to armor stacking, but a lot of that is now permission to armor stack. So like Tyrande, you cast your heal twice, and you give armor, and it now says that this allows stacking so that you can do your 2 armors together.
Yeah.
If that is more armor than the character has at the moment, that'll become the new armor value. So you can't stack armor on top of it, but her ability allows you to double stack. So it's a very interesting thing. So we just lost our fort in the bottom, which means
It's going to be a kata.
right, but it's in the every third wave, and it needs to wait yet another one to do it. So wave 1 just spawned, wave 2's about to, in 30 seconds or so, we'll get that wave 3 that'll have the catapult in it. So lots of XP down there at the moment. There's the big old sandwich with the slam. Nice shot. Oh my goodness, nice shot. So kind of like Jaina, she went in with her R, which I believe is like Dread, is it? I don't know the name of it. But pulled everybody together and brought that E slam up from underneath with the Dread. That's the E. And ended up bringing them out. That was a good hit.
Yeah, it was the R. R is amazing.
Well, and look how much XP is in the bottom right now. Like the catapult being there in the 3rd lane isn't actually having a big impact on how we're gonna play yet. It's certainly scary. It needs to be addressed.
Oh, okay, and this one's gonna keep doing damage as long as you're in it. So you gotta get
Exactly.
out of it.
Really, just a handsome ability though. Nice shift. Oh, we got the drain on us though.
Ah, close.
We'll go home. We need some mana.
Awesome work. You earned that tower.
Look, and he's making me. Thank you, voiceover guy. That's amazing.
So
Damage to all nearby. I haven't tried this one.
yeah.
Reach hero hit. So if you go deep, hit your D.
So this is our survivability level at 13. We have an option to actually, take some spell armor, which is good in a lot of situations based on our Q. We can get Chomp to move us around a little bit. We're doing great progress on our quest. So now we got the spiders. We have the periodic catapults in the top lane.
Yep.
It actually floats up. Yeah. Cloakin is the announcer pack here at Blizzard. At BlizzCon. So it's pretty sick.
Beautiful.
And like there, so Kristen didn't issue a move command after her Q, so there's no force movement. You don't have to shift around if you don't want to.
Yeah.
She was able to stay exactly where she wanted to be, continue those
But
auto.
why would you do that when you got a 2-second cooldown?
Well, you know,
You want to shift all over this map.
Yeah. But it's easy to believe if you're on normal cast that this is a constant engage forward rather than an escape
Yeah,
opportunity.
you could totally
There's
use
that
it as
beautiful
an escape.
bathroom with water coming out. So that'll keep going. So that's basically like a Urel ult. So
Yes.
our enemy Kendrick Swish here grabbed up the other ult for Orphea. And like Urel's armor circle, if somebody's in it, it keeps going forever.
Exactly. Oh, get those drowns.
They'll get them for us.
Yes, they will.
Nice,
Oh,
little
okay.
disengaging.
But
little
it'll be fine because it's just on the Dahaka. Nice, nice. We're grabbing the Leoric into the catapults,
with
no
the,
less.
with,
Yeah.
armor reduction too.
Oh, I can't move my.
You are on lock camera at the moment. If you
Why
want to
did
hit.
it lock? L?
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
there we go. Okay.
It'll always lock. It's it's doing the easy mode for the BlizzCon floor
Gotcha,
here.
gotcha.
Right,
And
exactly.
they don't have enough for a turn in, so.
Exactly, Bone. If it's about the same size, there are some cool ideas.
Yeah, Zarya too.
Zarya, you got Earthquake. I mean, there's a lot of reasons, like most mages.
And I mean, the Leoric, this is a great idea. And I like it's a floor toilet too.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it's a squatty potty.
Squatty potty. Nice. Oh, nice shot on Raynor there. Oh, pushing
Oh, they're
back. No,
coming
all the
in.
gems.
They're coming in.
Got that D for a heal. Kind of charges up almost like a Kerrigan Psionic Pulse.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Oh!
little auto. Oh, you got out.
All right. Well, I got a B.
We do have a catapult in their top lane right now,
We
one of
do,
those periodic
we do, and
catapults.
they're pushing, so. And we got a periodic catapult bottom as well. Oh, Dread's eruption, interesting. Steals percent health. You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, we got some double, well, we got Leoric on the front line there, but certainly we get the help to us as well. So a good survivability pickup there as well as damage.
Totally.
So as we were saying earlier, you got your 3 orbs right now. They are not going to be used on anything but heroes, so a little auto attack here and there. Here on the show floor, we're not able to switch over to what our A move is going to be, but I would certainly suggest with Orphea that you use your targeted auto attacks, use the closest target rather than, or the closest target to your A click rather than the closest target to your hero mode, because you got to get that into hero. We got our full combo.
There's Raynor.
Yep, Raynor from behind, getting a little scared. Hanzo's picking him off with some, he hit his own armor there. We can see it ticking down.
Oh, he's got us trapped with the...
With the Mercs,
yeah.
too. We can give him a little smack and shift. We got to collapse on him, though. Nice. But we do have to hit heroes to get our Chaos Orbs. So in this sort of situation, we do get a little locked out. You know, there is an opportunity for Orphea to have those weaknesses. We now have to get in there, get some hero hits, which we just did. So Dread snakes through the ground. The snake itself gets you 1 Chaos Orb, and then the Splosion, as it goes off, gets you that next one.
Yeah. Not a good idea.
Yep, but they want to do it. And, you know, we do have some ults in the background here. Hanzo's going to
There we
res
go.
up.
Okay,
Yeah.
Phoenix is down.
Hanzo's going to res. He can go knock out that bottom, hopefully. In a weird sort of way, if it falls, there are already periodic catapults. There's not going to be bonus XP, so it would increase the restriction we have, but it's not going to be a huge catch-up moment for the enemy team. They're also increasing the amount of trickle that they're giving you, too, so there's going to be a sort of, it's going to be a balancing act, but I think it looks really healthy. Nice shot. Nice shift. Into a chomp and an auto.
Yeah,
nice.
there we go.
Well done. And it kind of reminds me of Mal'Ganis in that way. You are going to have to be brave in moments.
Yes.
It is worth or
You
Fury
gotta go in
variant.
deep, and I'm not hitting my D yet, so that's gonna take some practice.
It's a bonus button. You know, that's a lot of focus to give yourself on day one here.
It's gonna happen.
Right. I got to play yesterday with a Chromie doing rewind. Really easy to follow that up. You're going to have things like Zool that are going to be great for follow-up, who's being reclassified as a bruiser. Hit that D.
See, I did. I hit it.
Nice. Oh, there's a big heal. You got to keep in it.
Oh, come on, get her.
Good armor
yeah,
reduction.
Nice.
Cool. Worth, as they say.
As they say.
We got
All right,
Dragon's
Dragon's going out. There we go. They're going after
Rainer's
the Rainer.
movement's going to be restricted.
Taking him down, just smacking him with a hammer, baby. Except Leo's getting to go ham on the back line. He's doing a great job.
Oh, that's a really good seven-sided,
yeah,
though.
Yeah.
And they did get the gem pickups.
Let's do it. Let's turn that in.
So bottom, dead even. Both forts are gone, so there's one catapult every 3 waves on each
our
one.
bottom keep, so we really need to make sure we push this in lest we give away the lead that we have. Our team fights are great. I think I do need to hang back though, because Leo is just, he doesn't care.
Oh, sure. Well, he's also doing the ominous wraith, it looks like, so he wants to sort of ghost over everybody. Can we see the damage numbers, like where Orphea's hanging out right now?
Right, where are we?
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got a lot of raw damage out of her enemy Orphea, because she did do the whatever, it was shadow crashing, whatever. I need to get that name. These are 20s. They're all pretty intense. They're not like Abathur levels though. You're not really adding something extremely unique. You have a really good auto attack talent if you want it. You have a really good shifting talent if you want it. The heroic augments are pretty darn good, but as most heroic augments go, you're going to want a big value moment for that.
Yes.
And sometimes you might do something like the auto attack passive, kind of like Li Ming in that way.
Yeah, yeah.
It's worth doing Triumvirate just so you can always kind of have it active rather than maybe doing something based on your ult. Nice shot.
Now, it can be easy to lose the enemy Orphea's ground effects in these fights, so
Yeah.
you're really going to want to be mobile.
Well, we're also on the purple map, and I think maybe Sky Temple might favor the purple circle, but that's not entirely true because things like Sneaky Kael'thas and his Phoenix future skin. Oh, I like that he's mopping while he's actively flying. Cool.
He is all about that back line. No bones about it.
Well, he's doing pretty good in the Hanzo.
Oh, we got the Lucha. Yeah, buddy.
He got full dressed up. He knew what he wanted to be today. Got 2 in the top.
Going to be taking safe pathing just in case.
Orphea's cleaning up that bottom right now.
All
Nice. That was a solid,
right,
the chomp and all that.
Off. Not a kill. There we go. Lily is down, so now they don't have a healer.
And the crit damage you're seeing out of our Q is from our level 1 ability. And that is at the end of the whip, the Shadow Waltz. It's doing bonus damage. And it's really good for these kind of sieging situations. And getting in, if you get to square up and actually, see the guy, and it's good there too, but just nice to have that.
There we go. Nice. And he locked us in here.
Yep. Everybody got out of the enemy ult. Oh, pursuing. Wait, didn't you use your R?
I did. It's got the cooldown. It's the ult, the 20. So this thing's
just because you got a kill.
Forever. Yeah.
If you get a kill, it resets its cooldown.
It's
That's
amazing.
pretty fly.
Oh, shoot. I thought the ult was going to cast, but I lost it. Okay.
Your killing spree is over as well.
Killing spree is over. How kind he is. All right, well, they still don't have enough for a turn-in. So if anything, they might try to go boss, but I don't think.
I mean, they have to muster it up. They got to get Leoric in there.
Oh, man, is the Haka going to juke it? Okay, he got his move speed
I think
from
he's
the bush.
good. He hit a bush, and he's now wiggling. I mean,
All right, I'm marking that.
We do have the constant pressure.
Oh, they're totally going in. They're totally going in. Orphea floated in there.
Yeah, I think they're going to be able to get it, but we do have catapults of our own to help
Exactly,
do
we
that.
got Kata bottom.
Yeah, we got a scared.
But we just got to be
can't
careful.
blame Hanzo for not wanting to go in there. They might be able to, but we'll see. And certainly let us know what's going on at the deep dive. That is going on right now as well. And I'm excited to check out that VOD later on.
Oh, Dahaka's bottom. Cool. So he's going to push that in with the catapults. We have more than enough damage to stop that.
No, we
so
got,
it
and
won't
Dahaka's clearing the bottom out. If he connects that catapult, we're going to get those consistent catapult words floating and whatnot.
Isn't over.
It was just one of those, we stayed too long, we didn't have the mid down, so it was dealing damage to everybody. They were rezzing faster. So.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Nice
you
for
whiffed
clear.
it, bud.
Blow, that cheat was destroyed. We lost it. Stay strong.
Get an auto attack if you can for a little bit of regen. Nice. So what would you say her difficulty is?
I'd say it's medium just because you gotta get used to the...
Nice shot.
All right, Dahaka's on their core, so we just gotta keep them busy.
It's that, I think it's a really good balance they've found for Heroes of the Storm. It's not abilities I'd really like to see in maybe other MOBAs. Nice shot.
Grabs a lot of XP and puts
Because there
stress
are
on
such
enemy.
big lanes in other MOBAs, but the way Heroes has been balancing itself. Oh, Lily into the
And
slam.
she's gonna die.
Yeah.
Yum, 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 yum. I'd say it's Pac-Man levels of challenging.
Is gone.
You know, I mean, they do need that skill.
And we're going after
Oh my God,
ghosts.
she could have a gaming cabinet on her back.
Yeah.
She could have an arcade. Yeah, that's good. But like they've been doing with Leoric and his update, if you hit heroes, that's what allows you to get the cooldown reduction and the shift. So a good Orphea will have to hit her Q repeatedly, and a bad Orphea, nice go, Chris,
Thank you.
will not be able to land those spells. So we got double catapults in the top. We can't do anything right now about that particular damage. We are not able to get our heal. Cool. We got a big mercenary camp in the bottom. Kai Regime's already down there trying to push
Yep.
it out. We're about to have a Leoric in our face.
We'll just kill him again, keep it stacked. Walk this in. And I'll remember to stay back this time. Because, you know, I get excited. I want to run in and be a
Sure.
front line. Also, I have to say, like I said before, her health pool's really nice. And I think that's why
Nice.
it's going to
Oh,
be great.
with the stun, which gives you the reset. Look at that R going. You've got
So
another
good.
R to do right now. I mean, oh, right. Yep. And it counted because it was already on the field. So now you've got another R all ready to go.
There we go.
Nice.
GG.
Well played. Well played. Yeah, well done. Well
Yeah.
done down there.
Solid,
Yeah.
solid guys down there. And I gotta say, shout out to the people we're playing with down
Yeah.
in the pit. I don't know who you are because, you know,
No, they
they're
did great down
cycling
there.
you out, but
They did great.
yeah. Well, we'll switch for the next one?
Sure, sounds good.
Cool.
We'll go ahead and we'll work it back the other direction so we don't cross the streams. But yeah, people were saying how well it's how the hero clicked for you. Do you feel like you have a comparison hero of your own that?
Dude, she's a bruiser. She's got enough health where she's a bruiser.
Yeah,
She doesn't just explode when you sneeze on
that's
her.
interesting.
So you go in there, you wreck their face, but also the ability. I really can't get over how much fun her movement is. It's because Genji is too fast for me, I think. That would take a lot of training because you constantly have to be thinking where you want to be and when to get there.
Yeah.
But because you're only thinking of where you want to be when you hit the Q, it's a great middle ground. And like I
Yeah.
said, you've got enough health. You've got the regen so you can stay in the fight. It's just so much fun.
Yeah. Well, you
So
also
much
play a lot
fun.
of Vala, so the shifting might like mentally,
Yeah,
you know,
right. Maybe the Vala Vault is
Yeah.
what really kind of sold that.
into your head.
Yeah, I'd say she's medium. So when you pick her up, of course, it's gonna be one of those things. It might click with you, it might not. But I think for most people who play heroes, it's gonna be pretty straightforward what you're supposed to do and how you're supposed to do it.
It is tough to hear on the show floor what her voice work is looking like. It's attitude. The little bit I've heard, there's a little bit of take that and showed you, and you know she's
Oh yeah, totally.
snark,
Oh yeah,
throwing them
British
in their
snark.
faces.
Little British snark, I'm gonna mess your face up. You come back here and say that to my face.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
punch you. I'll send my monster after you.
And you know she pets her little monsters, that flies around and
Exactly.
whatnot.
And Sivanisu, thank you so much for the sub, 17 months in a row.
Good to see you. Yeah, welcome everybody.
Yeah.
We are now we're gonna head in. I think you know, maybe when we get our alert for our last game, maybe we'll do a little janitor Leoric business or something.
You totally can do janitor Leoric.
Yeah, but we're gonna stay
But
on.
I think I have a new hero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm absolutely
I think you're gonna be
play the
fighting
heck out of
for
her.
her.
But think of it this way too, Illidan.
Okay.
You go in, you keep hitting things in
Yeah,
the right
fair,
order.
fair.
You regen your health. Sometimes you need to back, wait,
Well,
and then
I
go
know
back in.
I've been bogarting the Mal'Ganis, but I mean, did that click with you as well?
Mal'Ganis, I haven't really practiced him because you like him so much. I think
Fair enough.
the regen is too slow for me. I think he's too tanky. Not too tanky.
yeah.
That's not. I'm saying I don't like his kit, but my personal taste. I want to be faster.
It's healthy to.
Because you know, I'm
Yeah.
a little girl, so I'm faster than I think you big guys. So it feels weird. If that makes sense. Like in Dragon Age Inquisition, I rolled a Canary the first time.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it because I was taller than all the guys
Wait,
I
so
was hitting on.
then why do you play so much Sonya?
Well, she's not that tall.
Well, she's hunched over, maybe. Does that help?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
But
so
also she's faster. She's
so
got
playing
the
Leoric
whirlwind, and
is just.
I mean, she's a fast truck.
Yeah.
She's a small truck.
So you identify as Orphea out on the field, you know, floating,
I
short.
don't identify as Orphea,
No?
but her playstyle's fun.
Yeah.
She's a new Illidan for me, I think.
That's awesome.
Right?
Yep. Yeah, we got
Yeah,
Kevin
it's
as the
Kevin.
announcer.
Right,
See,
and if you
I
watch
told
the
you I'd see
preview,
you in the Nexus. This thing is
in
about
the
to start.
notebook,
Talon
the
up.
Orphea, janitor Leoric,
Let the battle
he's
begin.
totally the crush picture they have in their notebook. Her, Li Ming, and
Oh yeah, really?
Kerrigan.
Nice. Yeah, I'm guessing maybe you know, Mama Raven's in the box. It's got 2 doors on it though. I mean, it looks like a
I
coffin.
don't know if I'd want my mom to look like that though.
Maybe that's how you got your powers. Wait, like a box?
No, like a Yogg Saron monster.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Maybe, you know, maybe that's her personification, like a,
Maybe.
you know, like the dummy plug system.
And don't forget your talent.
Dummy.
You know, gotta turn on that dummy plug.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's go ahead and turn off that camera biz. Let's get back
Yeah,
on the
and
quick
it totally
cast.
surprised me. There wasn't even a big, Kevin's gonna be an announcer. I just
The
jumped
match
on
begins
down there,
10 seconds.
and sure enough, there was his little picture.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, looks like we're gonna have.
Let's do this.
Ooh, wait.
Unless Hammer was trolling and was like, how do you play Hammer, LOL, and
True.
then just wipes the map
be.
with everybody.
Could be. Well, I really like the way you're using Chomp on the. Now look at this. What goes right into a bush.
Exactly,
and then,
see? This
right,
is a Hammer. This is an LOL
we
quick
got
match
ourselves
hammer.
a quick match hammer. Ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, this, I think we might be in luck here in the old caster kind of way of, they've got an Alexstrasza, which means we'll be able to.
There we go, and there's the Jaina down. Mal'Ganis just sweeping in and clawing her face. Oh, yeah, go, 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 go.
Cool. I'll go ahead and take that bottom lane here
I never know what I'm
so that we can do a little bit of solo lane biz.
Oh, yeah, and test that out.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going to be slower on the lane clear like Leoric. We're going to have to, you know, we're going to need heroes to get our resets.
And
but
I'm right there with you, Steven-Isu. As an announcer, I don't know if I can do it because each time he starts talking, I figure he's going to give some tips and tricks, explain the map a little,
Yeah.
how you should play your hero.
it's like being on a podcast that you've listened to for a
I
long
need
time.
to feel hyped for this.
And then, you know,
Kevin, you're too nice. I feel good about playing. I shouldn't feel good about playing. I should feel angry and salty. 10,000 years of hatred.
true.
Illidan. I need to make Illidan proud. Ooh.
Yeah, we got
some
flexing.
flexers. Wish they would turn up here so we could all flex together. All right, I'm trying to see who's playing the hammer. I can't see who's playing the hammer.
I mean,
Their faces are blocking.
without enhancement, we've got a pretty solid auto attack about the size of Kael'thas.
Yeah. Ooh,
So,
the back line. What's the ETC doing back there?
I know. He's indeed. He's dead.
Assault.
Oh, but he left the guitars on the ground.
Yeah.
You clean
Both
those
his
up,
guitars.
ETC. Your mom would be so disappointed in you.
Let's see. I'm really favoring this this Whipperino, so we'll keep going that. But
Okay.
I think in a future game, let's try out some chomping.
See, you, Kevin, nice job, team. I hope the rest of the team hears that. he's the nice coach, you know?
Yeah.
We never play a sport and you have two coaches. One's the hard ass who's gonna ride you.
Right. Well, that'd be your.
Because they know how to push you and what to expect from you. But then you got the nice one who's just.
That'd be your Alarak, right? Your Alarak is definitely your tough coach. But you know, you kind of want to impress him.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the point, right? Ooh, nice. Well, the dragon was popped. So oh, look at this. How do you play hammer, LOL? You troll.
Right.
You beautiful troll, you. Oh, no. Oh, nice
win.
munch.
Baby, it's a triple.
Baby, it's a triple. Baby, it is a triple.
Maybe it's triple.
All right, you guys got to turn in with one
You
more.
are wrecking the place.
Cool.
You are wrecking the place. This is so good.
It's the it was a personnel we were missing.
Did he write his own lines? Or does
I'm
he just
sure.
say this stuff and they cherry pick the best things?
I'm sure he had.
When do we
he had
get
some
an interview with Kevin?
Right.
Because he's an FSU alum, so we could totally flash the garnet gold and be like, hey,
Oh. Yeah.
FSU.
Yeah, fellow theater
We can
kid
spell our school's
of
name.
the past.
Of the past, indeed. Oh, he's going after you.
Yeah. Well, I do think
Oh, did you see that Ariel whipping the Leo off of the Alex heel? So we have an anti-synergy there.
Doubled up.
I mean, we have our nice.
Doubled up.
Yeah.
It's so casual. It's like you're in Starbucks ordering a coffee. Doubled up.
You did it. You doubled up. You know what I'm saying?
So good.
Doubled up. I mean, look at the little jump up here when this tower goes down.
Yeah.
It's practically like killing a couple minions. It is not. It is not a big influence.
Now, do you still get all the XP when you take down the fountain?
No.
You don't get the 2 levels when you take the fountain down? I'm sad they got rid of that.
Destroyed. Got a point.
Smells like fried onions all of a sudden.
Oh, it smells delicious.
Oh my goodness. That's fantastic. Okay. Ooh, nice.
We actually have run out of mana.
I know, it takes a while. Another thing that is so good is that her mana is not debilitating in any way. Only after you've done 2.5, 3 team fights do you really have to make sure you back. Like right now, you guys have taken it. You need to back
Not
the
a bad
mana.
idea. Yeah, there's a big collapse in the bottom. We're sitting on quite a few gems that we could turn in. We can go hit the well and whatnot. Yeah.
Just the satisfaction they have to walk further. Exactly. Make them walk. Get that quick match hammer out of there. There we go. There we go.
On the run again.
They turn it in? Not that they have enough.
I mean,
but
yeah, they might try to squeeze it in. We can go ahead and drop these 7 off ourselves at the very least.
Just make it rain. That's
Yeah.
what we need is a skin where you just, when you get an objective, you make it rain.
Surely some. Oh, why? Oh, because we're full of chaos.
Uh-huh.
So our back piece
Keep going.
is
Oh,
all.
it's glowing.
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome work. You earned that talent.
We'll go join that actual team fight.
See, this is the guy I want in my running app. He sounds like one of the coaches when
agree.
you do your runs. Like, awesome job. You did it. You're
Yeah.
over the hill. And now it's downhill from here. Just keep going. I want you strong and I want you focused.
Wow, it's like you
I
memorized
want
what that guy
you feel
says.
like you could keep doing this. Okay, so there's some anti-synergy there on your team. If you have displacement, you're going to want to be careful.
Sure, sure.
Kind of like with Mal'Ganis, too. He's up there spinning.
Oh, you know, he's being sneaky in the bush,
Little
right?
tilt-a-whirl.
So
Tony Robbins of Blizzard. Yeah.
So we kind of we grabbed up Eternal Feast,
Hey,
it's called, because we've got the enemy Straza who's going to set up in a zone for a bit. But
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
to try that against a white main yesterday
Oh,
too.
did
Anybody
you?
who really wants to plant their feet, something like.
Nice, nice, nice. Keep him in.
Yeah.
Doubled up.
Something like Tyrande
Doubled
even. Anybody who wants to really square off in an extended period of time
Yeah.
is pretty good with that Eternal Feast. And you know, you're more combo-y.
It's Ariel. Heal. R-I-P. R to the I.
Oh, she knew exactly what you wanted to play today.
Rip. That's what that's what we got to do now. Is, you know, when someone dies in HGC today for the finals, rip it good. I was gonna talk about farting, but I probably shouldn't. Gotta keep it classy on this stage.
Oh, because you're ripping
let it rip, right?
Yeah.
It's better to do this than fart on your neighbor.
I got it.
Especially
I see
in such an enclosed space.
I mean, these would be some ghastly farts.
Yeah, they would be horrible.
Yeah,
because it probably wouldn't be Orphea.
No,
it would be
the
her
monster
inside,
yeah.
and the farts
whatever
that
it's been
are on.
No, I would not be.
Ooh.
I would not be pleased.
Would it kill you? Would it give you a debuff? I mean, we're Stitches, but more.
I mean, maybe they'll add more farts for Stitches. You know that he's got a rework coming up.
This
maybe
slam build is toot build. Maybe like in Dota, the dude bristleback, where you turn your back and you get more armor. You turn your back and you just toot on everybody.
Yeah, you get.
And you give them a nasty stench aura.
Farts guide me, sure.
And they can't be near each other, or else the stench aura stacks.
Right.
And they take more damage because they're too busy trying to escape the zone of smell. Oh no!
Well, we got Alex committed in an area, so let's go ahead and see if we can get something out of that.
Oh, I thought he was sliding in to do a mage. Because he would have had you all.
That's a good hit. That's going to probably take. Oh, no.
Vala just
Vala gets covered.
getting out of the way. Oh, Alex. Oh, stay Vala. Keep living, Vala.
That should take the enemy down.
Wait.
Oh, no, he was saying Hero of the Storm. I got excited.
I didn't want to leave you hanging. I was frightened that I was leaving you hanging.
Never. You could never leave me hanging. Oh, nice.
Killing a hero grabs a lot of XP and puts stress on our enemy.
He's got a little tip. He's got a little tip to say.
Kyle, it's that wave, Kyle.
Here's a fitness just walked by.
We had to have a great chat with them yesterday. Oh my
yeah,
God.
it was a lot of fun getting to chill with them.
Oh.
Yeah, we shifted out of that.
Yeah,
That felt pretty pro.
Nice job.
So the enemy team right now would be receiving more trickle XP in this game.
Because they've increased that, correct?
Right.
It's something like 15%.
Right. It's not big, but they're trying to divide up the various places where that XP was.
And if you don't know what trickle XP is, you could do nothing in this game and still level.
Right.
You're fed XP. It's not a lot, but you're fed XP over time in order to keep the level differences relatively the same.
Yeah.
Or not to keep the levels the same, but to make sure that the gap just doesn't get absurd.
Well,
Only if you're winning super hard does it become obscene and we have to throw up a sensor bar.
And the second that, they brought up trickle XP, a lot of people was thinking, we don't want blue shellage. There are comps, particularly stacking ones like Zul'jin and something like Kel'Thuzad, where you can be losing all game and then all of a sudden you hit that power spike late, and you've got a ton of power. We actually missed our disengage, so we're going to have to walk out of here. I'm going to do a little bit of...
That's okay. That's cool. Yeah, get out. You're right. No one's chasing you.
Yeah.
You're fine. That was the bowling meetup. It was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
It was a ton of fun this year. A lot. Last year was like crazy, but this year was very much like a reunion.
Yeah.
There was pool, there was bowling, there was air hockey going on.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
We did it on the Friday, so everybody kind of knew what the announcements were going to be. So we weren't as like panicked, I think, is one way to say it. Like people were just generally excited and pleased to get to.
Leo. Cool. Nice.
Oh, nice double slam.
Munching each other, bro.
Let's see if we can.
Oh, bats, yeah.
Let's do the shoot through and get a hit.
There we go. Nice job.
For that orb guarantee.
I was kind of surprised that Tom wasn't there this year. I guess Patreon is having a con the same weekend. Yeah, because Justin Robert Young had mentioned the same thing about the Patreon con. I didn't realize Patreon had a con.
Well, that's right. Okay. Basic attacks that consume chaos ignore armor and dealing spell damage. Interesting. Well, yeah, let's try out some more auto attacks. I do enjoy auto attacks.
Yes, you do. And her auto attacks are really nice. They're a little slow, But her abilities, I mean, the refund on Q. Oh my god, you can just keep going. And then of course the cooldown. Oh, save your hammer! Save your hammer! Save your hammer!
I think she's okay. Wait,
Save
oh,
your
Alex
hammer.
landed
Yes!
back there.
There we go.
Let's see if we can do the old shoot through
There
and
we
get
go.
that orb
Yep,
on him.
nice. Oh, I say win. Soak the...
Now this isn't going to do anything. Damage in an area, feast repeats if it hits an enemy hero. So I guess we can still like throw it out.
Yeah, you can put it on lane minions, right?
Yeah.
If you want. You don't have to. You can save it for when they res. 'Cause
Yeah.
Leo and Alex are
That's
coming
true,
out.
that's
but
true.
I think you guys have
It's
it.
a pretty big space. So as long as somebody kind of puts their face out here, we can get a couple little ones.
Selena says we know you love AA. It's his thing. It's his true love.
I don't think I've left it a mystery
Can't compete.
about my desire to right-click people and then have the thing go.
You know? It feels good.
Yeah.
And-
Well, someone down there practices a lot of Ariel Vala,
Oh
I'm
my
going to
God,
say.
you guys-
Somebody at home. Well done.
Wrecking it.
Well done.